my God.
Yeah.
So this is day one of, I don't know, like 20 of me bugging Abe every single day. We're just going to show up to his place, kind of check it out, just make sure everything is going good. He has questions on doing certain things, and there's a specific way to do things. Also just like to check up, you know, and I know when pressure's put on me, I work a lot harder, so I like to do that to others, unfortunately. Man, he actually got a lot done today. Right move, just dropping it off at his place and letting him take care of it. You're most comfortable in your shop, you're most comfortable with all your tools around you, and you work a lot faster. So this was for sure the right move, and Abe's kicking ass right now.
So I'm gonna make the flange for this edge here.
You want to do something to pull this outer part?
You want it out more?
Yeah, that was right there. We'll do that. You want the tire to start peaking, like maybe you're going halfway through the tire.
So it'll kick in and then I'll make it come out. I'm gonna make it like the way you guys want it. We could disassemble the bumper without having to take out the fender, or have both of them come apart in two different pieces.
That's perfect. I like it a lot.
Already clinkled in and already glued in.
Oh wow, that looks way better.
He's doing the body work on the other door already too. So
This is what you're gonna be done next week.
And I glued all this in last night.
Okay.
I just wanted to put it in place so it has more flexibility.
I like how you put in the metal in there, so the metal's gonna give it a lot to the
Oh, yeah. It's gonna dip like the way it looks in the picture. I sanded this as much as I could, you know? And this is already to the edge of the hood. This is gonna come down once I glass the bumper in.
This is, you know, flat with this hood, and this is the OEM headlight cover, and this is where the headlights are supposed to go. But with the wheel and all this just huge, and you know, that's, you know, for a reason, because the wheel needs to travel and stuff like that. To make this come back, be even and flat like this on this side, it'll make that look really, really flat. So Rob should be here tomorrow. I like the way this looks because it's, you know, it's big and it's a purpose right there, and this flows in here really nice. It's just kind of like a little step. It's coming along really fast. I think we talked about a little bit where this has a little bit of edge, and I wanted this to be flat because that's, you know, how a car panel should be. But these are the original fenders that we had, you know, cut, and he attached these fenders onto there. So there's always going to be a little lip. But what they did is they cut, and they shrunk this down so that way this could be a nice even, and this could be all nice. It just look at, man, that obviously they're going to fill this in and make this look all nice, but this is just the rough, like this is flat like how, you know, regular car gap should be. Damn, I should leave because you guys are just doing amazing.
This is the first time I've seen it in a couple days. The dog, it is.
What's up? How's it going?
So I got this side pretty much done. I'm gonna wait till I get that side like this. I'm gonna pull up the bumper, then I'm gonna glass the back side so I can add fiberglass back here so we can shape it the way, you know, the way it looks in the picture.
This is incredible. With going back and forth from Valvoline and doing all the crazy things as well, it is so neat to see this happen. And honestly, the best part is I wasn't here to watch the fenders take that next step, and it's good. That's a good thing because the result just speaks for itself. The blending of the hood to the fender, this is artwork. And this isn't even anywhere close to the final stage. It looks like you could almost just wrap it right now. That's just incredible. So I'm extremely pleased with where all this is going. This never existed. I went and created it from scratch, and you know, a couple pictures that I kind of designed in Blender. This line will, you know, continue through here, and that's the next stage, is once he adds more material to make this more than just the framework.
The headlight bucket we can't really cheat because it's got a different shape.
Yeah.
You know, it drops. So you bring this up, it's gonna mess up the hood.
Well, I definitely approve and agree with your idea on getting rid of that drop off, because there's no way to get around that.
I know you guys want to try to,
yeah.
If you have to replace, you got a stock part, but
even if you drop this as far as you could, the body, it doesn't work for that. So I think that's.
And this is already just so high up. It would look weird if this flat was this flat over here, because this comes up so high already, and this is like a functional. This needs to be this high.
it's screwed together, so you can unscrew it now and the bumper will come apart.
Yeah, these are bolted together.
Oh, to the angle pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even cooler.
So what you're trying to do is get rid of this.
Get rid of that vent.
Man, what I could do is build this wall up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Build that wall up and then just have this come along.
It's got that little dimple where it's like a little kind of addition, essentially. Like if this could basically drop down.
So cut it right here?
Yeah.
And drop this down to right here?
Yep.
I'll have that done today.
Okay. Wow.
Monday, I have it all so I can start glassing the back.
Yeah.
And then we can start doing all the water work on it to work as long as we have to next week to get this thing out.
From that cross angle here, you can finally see the car coming down the way I dreamed, where it just like sweeps in. Even though this car's 10 inches wider, it just doesn't feel obnoxiously wide. It feels proportionate.
This is the shop kitty over here. No name, just vibes. Just likes to watch cars get built. Cute kitty. And then there's Roger.
I cannot stress enough how much all of us guys are just like, holy shit, this car's coming together. Like, it's not YouTube hype, it's not any of that, it's just seeing this vision realized. Even though, yes, we've been driving the car, you know, the chassis, improving that, everybody knows that it's the, you know, the body that is the final and first thing that people see on a vehicle. And so seeing this come to life is almost indescribable. And, you know, it's neat to see shapes taking place, and they look right. They look even better in person than they did in my head. And so it's just so cool to see this all come together, and so glad that you guys have been along on this journey this entire time.
You guys built the body in 2016. How is this different? Because it's not only the body that needs to be built, it's the wheels and everything need to function. Because that's why we started cutting the body up in the first place, because the car is moving and doing all this stuff. So now this is a functional body. So you've already kind of done this before. So how is the motion different now, I guess is my question.
Well, you know, the week after SEMA 2016, the very first thing I did, it pissed Abel off, is I cut a half moon because the car needed to be lowered. And then that was just sitting in a straight line. There wasn't a hood back then, but when I made the hood, it was very flat because it was extended, and then started doing the RX-7 thing. And so all this has been like to make the car proportionate. Instead of just an extended car and then dealing with it, it was like, okay, let's treat this like a whole ass car. And so how should the car look, not how should an extended RX-7 look? And so that's the biggest difference between the two. This fender, the design is meant for the tire to be up 3 inches and full lock and keep that all in there, and ultimately aerodynamically slicing in through the air a little bit more, even though it's an absolutely wide car. There's a lot of major differences from the original concept to the final car.
Good. I didn't send Rob any videos yesterday because it looked so good and I wanted him to have the surprise today.
A good friend will give you the pictures. A great friend will edge you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how I feel. That is a car.
Wild.
Yeah, I'm in shock. Less is more on this car. If you guys don't lose your shit at SEMA or when you see the reveal video, you have no soul, because I'm about to lose my shit. That's perfect. That moved a lot more material than I was expecting. It looks great.
So you don't want it to like a V.
Yeah, yeah. This is kind of square.
I haven't gotten it glued in, but I got it put in place.
Yeah.
Once I glass it in, I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna have to open this up a little bit though.
Okay.
Just because of the shape, and then we'll close all these up, you know, once I get everything glassed. And I'll have all this glassed in today, and then that's already all shaped.
Yeah.
Hello.
Such a fluffy tail.
Uh-oh, Roger's getting jealous.
Oh yeah, he's been wanting pets all day. Something I've realized about automotive repair or building or manufacturing, if you start with 5,000 grit sandpaper, you're never gonna get very far. There's like a hierarchy, there's a layers, like the real roughing stage, rough sandpaper, medium kind of finishing, and then cutting, polishing. You know, just like doing that on paint, if you do any of those steps out of order, you're just wasting a ton of time. It can be done, but it's still an absolute waste of time. And so these guys have that like knowledge of, hey, let's do this in this order to get this problem solved.
So I put the 1, 2, 3 brackets, and then I'm gonna make a brace from here to the frame, and it'll stay in place, and then we'll.
So this is the tail end of the, I won't say Bondo phase, but the fiberglassing phase, the overall body phase. This is when we leave. We got the time lapse going, and once they finish with this, it's time for primer. And that's essentially the first time we'll ever see the car's finished body all in one color and almost capable of being wrapped. This trailer is empty as of right now, but we are going over to Abe's to pick up the 4-rotor and wedge it between this rail and the one on the other side. That is one of my favorite horrifying moments every time we pick the car up or move it anywhere. And we're actually gonna see it, just like you guys, for the first time with all of its bodywork done.
You have to go in before us.
Oh yeah. Oh. That's.
Holy shit.
That's.
Oh,
my
wow.
god.
Yeah.
That's just badass.
That is
Wow.
incredible. What's so incredible about this is that it looks simple. We've been kind of using that word a lot lately with this, but it's only looked like this in our dreams. It's not looked like this in real life, and that's a big translation difference to go from here to here, and I'm blown away. This is what I've dreamed of. You can see the vision so clearly.
This is arguably one of my favorite pieces of an RX-7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, that's badass. What a car. Let's see how the car looks
From the inside.
or how I look. The shape is beautiful.
Oh, damn.
So mean. One minor detail, the car is meant for the exact width of a standard trailer. These poor little guys are slightly wider than the tires, and the tires are going to hit. So we're going to have to take the bumper off, which is really incredible that the bumper is separate from the fenders and all that. This is the most car we've ever had. Yeah, didn't even need me. She is back home, but this is not the end of the video. I want to show you just what it looks like back in our arms. We've been forgetting to almost film because we've just been staring at it so much. So let's see how the glass looks on the back of the car. We had to put the second thing on here, but even with the glass on there, that's no joke. But at least with both of them on there, it sits properly, but man, it needs to go down to that part. The downside to buying mass-produced carbon panels is that it'll never fit right. Honest to God, guys, Sabon's a good company, but if you're ever like, man, I want to be like Rob and put carbon on my car, don't do it. The stock thing fits so much better. And that gives us the room to make the carbon front splitter now. As much as I want you guys to see this for more shots and give you all the cinematics, no. I want you guys to see it for the first time completely finished at SEMA. So we have a couple videos in between then, and we're gonna give you little hints here and there, but oh my God, this is the first time this car has ever been a car.